Things are still looking pretty quiet weather-wise over the next several days, so I don't really have a whole lot to show you from a future track perspective because, as you probably guessed it, we'll just have some sun, a few clouds here and there over the next few days, and plenty of more of that October heat coming. Again, just a scattering of a few clouds as we go throughout Monday. Very quiet across Texas, of course. It's not just here locally, but across much of the southern United States, it's looking pretty quiet. Now, over the course of Tuesday as well, Tuesday might actually be completely sunny. Future track does develop a few clouds to our west, and we might see a few of those in here as well, but I wouldn't be surprised to see abundant blue sky for Tuesday, and we will still have a little bit of that humidity sticking around, not overwhelming, of course, but just a little bit. And the temperatures will continue to be in the 90s for a little while. We'll talk about Hurricane Milton for a moment. Of course, Milton is not going to be impacting Texas, but it could have some mainland impacts for Florida. As of this evening, it's a Category 1 hurricane, and it is expected to strengthen to perhaps a Category 4 out in the Gulf. But do note, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be Category 4 at landfall. It could weaken to a Category 3 before it gets into Florida sometime around Wednesday. And of course, anywhere within the cone is a possible landing point for Milton itself, and then it'll cross Florida and get out into the Atlantic. So something to watch for Florida, and maybe if you know some folks that way, make sure that they're keeping an eye and ear tuned to the weather, because that could be a potentially impactful situation for them. Getting into tonight, we'll have lows dropping down to around 63 to 65 degrees. And then tomorrow, it'll be another one with those highs in the low 90s to mid 90s. As far as the 10-day forecast goes, this pattern is going to continue for a little while. We will get some cooler air coming in from the north and northeast by Tuesday. So that'll mean a couple things. One, we might actually get to 88 on Wednesday. Two, we'll have a couple mornings there in the 50s for the middle of the week, but things will still stay right around 90 degrees on into the weekend.